Thanks, Big Truck Outside. Hey folks, welcome to the Daily Dude. May the 4th be with you. For today's Random Fact About You, let's head out to the state of Idaho.
I dream of racing Formula One cars. When I'm driving, I like to take the corners at twice the posted speed limit.
That is Melanie from Road to the Farm, who has the lead foot. You can see a link to their 30 facts video and a link to their channel below.
Welcome to my new subscribers. I got a dozen or so yesterday. Probably some coming from Jesse James Homestead, who gave me a shout out. So thanks and welcome. Today's video I want to dedicate to the Grass-fed Homestead. Dan, Ashley, little buddy, and Tails the Rooster over there. You would not be watching me today if it wasn't for Dan at the Grass-fed Homestead, in one way or another. He sent a lot of my first subscribers over here. He came up with the idea for a digest and a bunch of ideas also for a channel, and really helped and encouraged me. So hopefully this can be a little bit of payback for his graciousness. The Grass-fed Homestead is taking this week off, so I thought maybe by highlighting about 10 of his videos, maybe I can throw some traffic and views his way this week that he normally wouldn't have gotten, since he is working on a project with Paul Wheaton and not doing videos this week. We miss you, Dan, but here you go. These next 10 videos are for you.
If by some chance you haven't heard of the Grass-fed Homestead, there's a link to the channel below. You will definitely want to subscribe. I was lucky enough to come across their channel when they had, I don't know, less than 50 subscribers at the time, I think. And just what an awesome story this channel is. They started out last summer. They started a 30 videos and 30-day challenge the day they moved to their property. A few days after moving to their property, they got their first sheep, and then from then on out, it's like Melanie from Road to the Farm in a race car. I think Dan and Ashley and little buddy like to put the pedal to the metal and just get done whatever they can. It really is a great story for a channel starting from scratch at their home and really building a homestead to what they have now. It's incredible. The first video I want to highlight is when they first get their lambs and they arrive to their property just a few days after they move there. You'll want to take a look at this video. The lambs arrive. They provide a great example that you don't need expensive infrastructure to get started.
Come to me. Sit. This is our two border collies. This is Rudy and this is Tyra. They were brother and sister. I've been raising border collies for probably about 40 years too. And
that is from the video Herding Sheep with Border Collies, which is another fine example of the great content you will find at the Grass-fed Homestead. Dan is constantly finding new farmers and homesteaders around his area and interviewing them and just soaking up all the knowledge and sharing it with us, and it's just wonderful. And because of that great content, it wasn't long before they were celebrating 1,000 subscribers. The next video, Why I Have a Rooster, we get to know a little bit more about Tails, their rooster. Every channel needs a character like Tails. But it's not all fun and games at the Grass-fed Homestead. They share their trials and tribulations too, like this video, the day after slaughter.
Slaughtering the sheep. It did not go as I had planned. It didn't go terribly. There was no prolonged suffering. No one escaped and ran out in the road and got hit by a car. Nothing crazy like that, but it didn't go peacefully like I had hoped.
I'd give that video an award if I could. Same with this next one. The perfect livestock for the homestead. Dexters, American Guinea hogs, Katahdin sheep. And he, once again, interviews a great source of information for all of us.
So the Guinea hogs are another one of the heritage breeds that we're trying to conserve. I've been breeding them for a while now, probably like 5 years, I think, 5-6 years. But they're a really docile breed of pig. They graze, very parasite resistant. I don't know, they're just a really nice breed of pig.
And of course, one of my favorite videos of all time, anywhere, of any channel, riding on a yak.
We're gonna ride McLeod the yak. Okay, come here, Nolly. Oh, you're bigger than I thought. Thank you.
Okay.
Where are we going?
I don't know. It's up to him.
Then Dan was able to be present when some of his very own future lambs were being born.
Another one of the ewes is about to give birth, so we're gonna watch that.
The feet are going like this. Dive, dive, dive. You want them to dive out and down like Superman.
That was Tess explaining the lamb birthing, and Dan has interviewed her quite a few times, just a wonderful source of information, and also the source of his 14 sheep and a llama on loan.
Come on, let's go. Come on, girls. Come on, Kenny.
Hey everybody, we're getting our pigs today. Boink boink. Boink boink.
And of course, 14 sheep and a llama isn't enough. They have to add some American Guinea hogs to the homestead also. And it's not just that. They've also added a livestock guardian dog. They've got 2 types of meat chickens. They just had a broody hen hatch an egg. And I'm telling you, it is all going on at the Grass-fed Homestead.
There you have it. If you're anything like me, you're missing the videos from the Grass-fed Homestead this week. So hopefully these 10 can get you by. And I'd call them my 10 favorites, but there are just so many that those are 10 of my favorites. It's a great channel. If by some chance you haven't come across them, it's a great binge watch. Video after video is going to be good content and well put together. Great. That's probably why Paul Wheaton wanted to use Dan for whatever it is the project they're working on. Speaking of which, there's a Kickstarter that Paul Wheaton has, and I put a link to it below that would help them out. And also, the Grass-fed Homestead has just started a Patreon page, so if you're interested in that, I'll put a link to that below also. Let's see. Once again, a reminder, if you have any suggestions, not all of my daily videos are going to be like this. Yesterday was all rabbits, today it's all the Grass-fed Homestead, but it's a random month, so I'll be switching it up all month long, I imagine. So much for keeping these videos short. I still need to work on that. And in that vein, I need to get to my random fact number 3. Let's see. Number 2 yesterday was my grandfather was born in 1899 in Arkansas. So today's random fact number 3 is in 1949, my father left the farm to come to Peoria, Illinois, to work at Caterpillar Tractor Company. 1949, that was a lot. That was the time a lot of people were leaving the farms, and not long after that, we industrialized our farming, and the whole world changed. So that's my random fact number 3, and I'll keep it short. Let's see. Take care, always use a wind filter, and may the 4th be with you.